Nine top waiver wire ads. Welcome to the Dynasty Rewind. I'm the Birdman, Chris Lemke. You can find me on X at clemke007_FF. Let's get right to it. We're going to start off with Tyrone Tracy. Of course, we had the bad Scadaboo injury. Just destroyed his ankle. Very unfortunate for the Giants and Scadaboo, but now opens the door for Tyrone Tracy. Tracy finished as the running back 26 last season before Scadaboo came in. Now, he is only owned in 35% of sleeper leagues. All of these guys I'm going to give you, these top 5 guys are all under 50% owned. So I know that Tracy is probably owned in most of your leagues, but if he's still out there, go ahead and scoop him up. Now, if you're in a larger league, of course, look at these waiver wire ads as guys to potentially target on the back end of deals. You know, tier down a little or stay within the same tier, but come down and grab somebody like Tracy, have him thrown in on the backside. Now, Tracy had a 31-yard touchdown run last week. His bye week is not until week 14, so that's good. Now, next week, he's got the Niners, following that at Chicago, and then Green Bay in week 11. Now, this is a volume-based pickup because, of course, his volume will see a huge uptick. You know, Devin Singletary will get thrown into the mix here a little bit, but still expect Tracy to be the guy. He had 53 targets, 38 catches, 284 yards, and a touchdown last season. 3 100-yard games, even though he didn't start until week 5. So go ahead and drop the bank on Tracy. If he actually is available, he is going to get bell cow type work the rest of the season. Next up, we've got Tyjae Spears for the Tennessee Titans. He's 46% owned in your sleeper leagues. Now, he hasn't finished above running back 35 in his 3 seasons in the league, but that's because he gets hurt all the time. Now he is healthy. He's already missed his games this year. He missed those early on. Week 8, he went 9 for 59 and a touchdown, 3 targets, 3 catches, 23 yards. He looks better than Tony Pollard. Let's just say that. Okay. Now, how much that really means, like that you're better than Tony Pollard, isn't really setting the bar very high, but it does mean you could get more volume in the upcoming weeks. Cam Ward's looked better. The Tennessee Titans offense looks better since they got rid of Callahan. So jump on this. They've got a bye in week 10. They do have the Chargers coming up in week 9, and then week 11 is the Texans. So not the best matchups, although the Chargers did give up good points to running backs prior to stuffing the Vikings completely last week. Spears is the better receiver. So even if they get stuffed in the run game, look for Spears to get those catches, get you points that way. So he's not a bad waiver ad. I just would definitely put more on Tyrone Tracy this week. All right, next up, we've got Troy Franklin from the Denver Broncos. Monster game this last week. 6 for 89 and 2 touchdowns on 8 targets. Definitely beats last week when he caught the ricochet for his touchdown. But he's only 33% owned in leagues, and his bye week is not until week 12, so he can give you some immediate help. He gets a lot of manufactured touches. This guy, he played with Bo Nix at Oregon, so last year was sort of a redshirt type season for Franklin in that, you know, he wasn't really quite ready for the pros, but now this year, sophomore year, he's a little more acclimated. Like I said, they're giving him manufactured touches. He's had 6+ targets in 5 of the 8 weeks this season. And the schedule coming up, well, next week isn't great. It's at Houston, which is stopping just about everybody. But following that, he gets the Raiders in week 10 and then the Chiefs in week 11 before that bye. So he could give you some plug-in help. I mean, I know some of us are so decimated by injuries that it really doesn't matter who you have. We just need a body and a pulse, and we'll stick them in there. And if this happens last week, well, good for you. If you actually stuck Troy Franklin in the lineup, I'm proud of you. But if you didn't, go ahead, get out there and bid on him. If you don't like him, go for Chimere Dike. I talked about Dike on my Start Sit show this morning. Dike, the pride out of Waukesha North here in Wisconsin, and I saw this dude play in high school. He is a burner. 4.3 speed. He's been doing kick returns all season. This week, monster game. He had 8 targets, 7 for 93, added another 175 yards in return yardage. But again, since Callahan was fired, more opportunity for Dike. Alekiah Manor still is a main target for Cam Ward, so don't think he's just gone away. But at the same time, Calvin Ridley's been out these last couple of weeks, and this has helped the young guys get more rapport with Cam Ward. Gunnar Helm caught a touchdown today. He's also getting more work. Chidokaku's taking a back seat. So you look here and you see all of these rookies, Aya Manor, Chimere Dike, and Gunnar Helm getting lots of snaps, and that's good for Cam Ward going forward. I would not be surprised if Calvin Ridley sits another game, but who knows? I mean, their bye is week 10, so that's why I'm saying he may sit one more week here. Week 9, again, they get the Chargers defense, then the bye. Week 11, they have the Texans, and then week 12, Seattle. So with the bye week and the Texans coming up, not great matchups, but you can go ahead and plug them into your lineup this week against the Chargers. Last week in week 7, he had 4 for 70 on 4 targets and a touchdown. So yes, go out there, grab this rookie. If the pickings are slim and Dike is still available, you better go out there and get him now. Finally, I want to touch on Christian Watson. Packers game just finished up here. He is only owned in 15% of sleeper leagues. I can't believe that, but he was a late active for this game. Most of the week he was looking like he might play, but I think most of us just assumed he wouldn't. So that's why he didn't get added in many leagues. But now with the bye week still coming up, Watson is a great addition to your lineup. He's somebody that if you're shallow at wide receiver, he's perfect for you because then you have to play him and you have to play him if he's on your roster. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on his boom weeks. He's one of the more ultimate boom bust players in the league. He's always hovered around 17% target share, but that varies from week to week. Some weeks it's only 11%. Other weeks it's 27%. The key is his air yards. His air yards have always been high, always over 30% air yards for when Jordan Love is throwing him the ball. And so it just comes down to which games he actually realizes those air yards. Tonight, again, I'm doing this recording Sunday night following the game, the Steelers and Packers. So if there's any speculative or special ads that could have been made from injuries that happened on the Monday Night Football game between the Commanders and Chiefs, sorry if I didn't get them in here. But these are the guys that I know right now. And Christian Watson's somebody that definitely should be owned. I'm sure he's going to get picked up in just about every single league. Don't be afraid to go and drop a ton on him. He can be a game changer. He can be somebody that if he gets hot going down the stretch, he's somebody that could win you a league by getting hot in the last 2-3 weeks of the season. So I don't mind spending up on a dude like Christian Watson. A bona fide starter with a good quarterback. Like, Jordan loves playing well, all right? So say what you want about what he did last season, but the year before, he was like a top 5 or 6 quarterback in fantasy. So, yeah, he can do it. And he really wanted to do it tonight against the old man, Aaron Rodgers, and he sure did. And he got the ball to Christian Watson again, 4 for 85 tonight. All right. So those are my top 5 waiver ads for you going into week 9. I've got just a few more honorable mentions for those of you in deeper leagues, like most of our dynasty leagues are. Starting off with Tyler Shough. Now, Shough probably was drafted in most of your rookie drafts, but maybe was let go because of Spencer Rattler getting the start at the beginning of the season. Well, Kellen Moore decided to play musical chairs today, and he pulled the chair out from Spencer Rattler, threw Shough into there in the third quarter. He hadn't practiced with the ones since preseason, and he went out there and slung it around 17 for 30 for like $170. Had a pick, but dude, in a quarter and a half, throwing the ball 30 times, I am down for that, okay? In Superflex leagues, we all know that literally any quarterback with a pulse is rosterable. So get Shough on your roster if he's out there in your leagues. Next up, another quarterback, and that's Shedeur Sanders. The Browns have a bye coming up this week, and so go ahead and get him. He may be starting come week 10. Dylan Sampson as well. Judkins suffered an AC sprain to his shoulder. Now I think he might be back for week 10, but if he is not, Dylan Sampson is the one who got the next looks after Judkins got hurt in the third quarter, not Jerome Ford. So go ahead, grab Sampson. He looked great at the beginning of the year when he played first and second weeks. He got a ton of dump-off passes, so look forward to that if he gets a lot of playing time. Bam Knight, another guy to go out and grab. Arizona had their bye this week. He may have been dumped by the owner, and so go out there and scoop him up because it looks like Trey Benson will miss at least one more week. And then finally, Devin Singletary, the new backup, new RB2 in New York, backing up Tyrone Tracy. Just a running back with a pulse. Any running back on a 53 is worth rostering. So make sure you do that in your dynasty leagues. Thank you for joining us with the top 5 waiver ads for week 9. I'm the Birdman. I'm out. And remember, never stop working.
Hey, everybody. As always, thank you for watching this Dynasty Rewind video. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with Chris. Chris is going to be making some more content for us. And if you want to support him, I'll go ahead and put his information up on the screen in his other endeavors. Like I said, he's going to be working with us, making as many waiver wire videos as he can, obviously schedule dependent. He's also going to be doing some start sits, some recap live streams. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and check it out. I know you may be thinking, why is a Dynasty channel doing redraft waiver wire stuff? Look, it's important. We all play redraft, and sometimes we're so singularly focused on just Dynasty that we kind of forget guys like this for the redraft aspect. So we just wanted to kind of give you more options to help you hopefully win championships, not just in Dynasty, but in seasonal as well. So make sure you subscribe, hit that like button if you can, comment and share with your friends and league mates. And until next time, thank you for watching.